Oh, and this is what I mean. When you start understanding how the world works when it comes to business, that's all the world is doing. Oh my goodness. Okay, I was about to go in. I ain't gonna do it. Man, dog, if you really just pay attention to the world, they're just running different schemes to get money from different cultures. They're creating new types of people. Type one if you understand what I'm saying. They're creating mental illness so that they can gain the profits or whatever other thing that they're trying to gain. And that's all 2K is doing. 2K has used the diversity tactic to get more profit. But it may not make sense. It may not make sense to you. It may not make sense. But if you can see it in the world, you can see it in 2K, dog. It's a perfect strategy. It's a perfect strategy. So all the people that are bad can now walk the street with you. I.e., that's what's going on in the real world. All the people that are actually need help and counseling, they're out here walking the street with normal people. I.e., it's the same thing. And it turned into a money pit. So 2K now have blurred the lines of they have made a bad product in order to capitalize on gains. Okay. Dog, it's so blatantly in your face. Did you think 2K don't know what some of this stuff is? Like that's going on in this game? But the profit is probably OD because now you got your local players back in the mix. Last year, it was a big issue because the local player didn't have a chance. Last year was really hard on a lot of casuals. And it was the bragging about it, talking about it. And now 2K have made it to where defense is non-existent. And look at this. This dude was clearly beat. He was clearly beat to the paint. But because of the fake defense, he was able to get back in front of me. And so that's what you're witnessing, man. You're witnessing a money pit. A money tactic. That's what this is. This is all money tactics. And it working phenomenal. Oh my goodness. It's beautiful. And that's one thing about me. Like, it may sound weird, but man, I don't like evilness, but I can recognize how beautiful a strategy is. It's so beautiful that they actually able to do this. And people, they just assume that, hey, the player I'm playing against is a bad player. They won't say the game is actually bad. They'll say, hey, you just bad. You got to get better. You're not that good. I can actually be honest and say the shot I just took was a bad shot and I shouldn't have made it. The person that don't think like that is saying, bruh, I just made a good shot. Sir, that's not a good shot. That was a horrible layup attempt. That was a horrible shot attempt. On top of that, 2K is giving the offensive player that actually took the horrible shot attempt, 2K is actually giving that person a 50% chance, no, a 80% chance to get their own rebound after they just took a bad layup, after they just took a bad shot. So it's a beautiful thing that 2K got going on. It's not right, but it is what it is. It is what it is. And that's what I'm saying. Like, the only reason 2K can do what they're doing is because the world is being, that same trick is being ran on the world. Man, oh my goodness. Am I making sense to you? The only reason 2K can get away with this is because the world is falling for it every day. Why won't you think corporation would add this into their tactics if they see people following trends of stupidity? Oh my goodness. Oh, dog, man. Dog, like, come on, man. It's so clear. We have people that are out here following trends of wild shit. Corporations gonna start picking up on that. It's the same thing that happened with all them skits of poverty. I bought your child McDonald's, but I didn't bring the other kids. And then you find out that these corporations are actually hosting these skits. Come on, bruh. Am I making sense? When you find out businesses are actually the ones behind these skits, nah, you hold on. It's not you and your girlfriend created a fun skit. It's a business asking you and your girlfriend to put on this skit for the world, and they gonna make it go viral. And yo, oh my goodness, man. So now corporations is sitting back and saying, yo, look at how silly these people are. They believe anything on the internet. Look at them. Are y'all seeing to where now making somebody else look like somebody else? They're now showing you the material that, yo, oh my goodness. We might be going to, I'm just saying though. So I can see what 2K is doing, and I can see why they're able to do it. And there is not a major backlash, because the average person that plays this game don't believe in the things that they can't see. Let me make sure I said that right. The average person don't believe in the things that they can't see. Yeah, I said it right. I said it right. So the average person saying, if I don't see it, it can't be true. They can't be manipulating the voting system. Yo, you really, you can't actually cheat at the election. You can't make it sure, you can't make it so that the voting election is rigged. I'm just saying, it can't be true. Why would they do such a thing like that? Nobody wouldn't do nothing like that. See, it's so many people that are, so, long story short, I'm just trying to explain to you why 2K is able to do what they're doing. Because they have billionaires, not billionaires, what am I trying to say? They have highly sophisticated marketers that sit back and say, are y'all seeing what's going on? Are y'all seeing the market? A lot of people are falling for a lot of bull crap. Okay. We see the what is it? I keep saying it wrong. What is the diversity shit? Is it DEI? What is the shit that they want to make everybody included? They want to give you a participation trophy. What is it? Is it DIE or DEI? The diversity something shit. But anyway, so you have that going on in the real world, and corporations are, yo, okay, come on. Do we got to go farther? Do we got to use other companies? Why would, okay, I don't think, should I go? I think we get the point. I think we get the point. We get the point. It's a lot of playing on people going on. So while the casual player is thinking that he actually have a chance to be good, 2K is saying to themselves, all we got to do is make him feel and make him believe that, like, look at this. And nobody, this is why I say, when you're being paid to do something, you can be compromised. Nobody in their right mind would say that is an okay layup. Nobody in their right mind would say it's okay for the point guard to be slowed down while he ran into the paint. But see, the only way you would say that, because you don't have the ability to stand on what you want to stand on, because you are compromised. There is a purpose. There is something that you want from this game, so therefore you have to act accordingly. I.e., my influencers that want the 2K logo, i.e., the man or woman that actually want to be a part of 2K corporation, i.e. Anonymous 2K TV. You know, when you want to be involved in a company, then you know there's something called company policy. Okay, see, this is why I lost my logo. See, most people lose their logo because they talking shit, and then it's the people that lose their logo because they actually know what's going on. See, it's the people that they don't want to have any dealings with, because when you start listening to them, that makes sense. You know, I didn't think about it like that. See, it's one thing to call the game bad, but it's one thing to expose the holes on why the game is bad. See, most people can get on here and say 2K is trash, but do they know why it's trash? See, now you're talking on something different. See, now that's different talking right there. It's easy for me to get on here and bash the game, but why is the game bad? Let's talk about that. What is the reason this game is bad? Well, I don't know. They just made it bad. No, it's a reason. It's a reason it's bad. It's not because they just wanted to make it bad. Why they made it bad? Why is shots broken? Why is the contest system broken? Why is this broken? Oh, you think that these super sophisticated game coders don't know how to code a correct game? Well, then you'll believe that they went to the moon and don't know how to get back. Ooh, Anonymous, calm down. Calm down. You talking too heavy. You talking too heavy. Let me repeat that. See, if you believe that they don't know how to code a correct game, you'll believe that they went to the moon and don't know how to get back. Oh, this nigga, boy, you be talking. You be talking. Oh, man, I love myself, because I be talking to myself, and I just, like, I'm talking to myself right now, and myself is just like, nigga, you talking. Because, see, what I'm trying to explain to you is, 2K made a game called 2K11. 2K made a game called 2K12. 2K made a game called 2K16. 2K made a game called 2K15 before patch 4. 2K made a game called 2K17. So therefore, 2K have already showed me that they have the coding ability to make a game that is correct. But all of a sudden, they can't get back to the moon. We in 2024. We can't get back to the moon. Okay. Well, I'll be damned. We can't get back to the moon. We're in 2024. We in 2024. We can't make a game that actually have defense again. We're in 2024. We can't make a game that actually says that it's open when it's open and it's contested when it's contested. We're in 2024. We're in 2024. We can't have actual paint defense. Well, only a person that don't know no better will believe that. Okay. I'm just saying. Only a person that believe that we went to the moon and don't know how to get back would believe that 2K made a good game and don't know how to make it again. That goddamn Anonymous be hitting different. Oh, that nigga be talking. It's a difference between when a nigga say he's talking and he just talking. Nah, let me repeat that. That nigga Anonymous be talking. Yeah, it's a difference. I ain't just talking just to hear my... Look at that. Oh, yeah, you think 2K don't know how to make the defensive player not get fucking pulled in the animation to be outside of the rebound while the offensive player who shot the bad shot get to be released? So, hold on. So, you think 2K can release the offensive player, but they can't release the defensive player? You wouldn't believe something like that, would it? You wouldn't believe that, would it? You ain't that gullible. Come on now. You ain't that gullible. You think 2K can release the offensive player? Now the offensive player can freely run and get his offensive rebound, but I'm stuck in the animation. You ain't that gullible. Come on. You wouldn't be that gullible. I don't believe you that gullible. Alright, let me see. Can I possibly win? Alright. You ain't that gullible. Oh, look at me flying to the ball. Offensive player. Mm. That shot said open. I ain't that gullible. Yeah. Damn, man. I just cooked up, though. I ain't gonna lie. I just really cooked up, though. Thank you, 2K, for slowing me down. You know, even though I had the angle, I appreciate it. Great job. Good shot. Can I get the ball? Good job with the fake defense. I mean, they got fake meat. Why wouldn't they have fake defense? Yo, you got to stop, dog. I'm cracking myself up right now. Hey, they got fake meat. Why wouldn't they have fake defense? Man, damn, man. It's almost 1 o'clock. I said I'm gonna take a break at 1. I gotta go to a dentist appointment. You know what I'm saying? Once you start elevating yourself, you start seeing a dentist a little more often. You know. So yeah, I gotta go get a checkup at the dentist at 2:30. So and then I gotta go do something at 4 o'clock. Then I gotta go by the cleaners. I gotta put my clothes in the cleaners. So I got a couple of errands I gotta run. So I'll be back by 6 or 6:30. You know, so I got about 30 more minutes though. Just to let you know, man. You know, I really appreciate y'all for tuning in. You know, I'm just excited, man. I'm just excited, man. Every day I'm on a journey, trying to get better, trying to be better. And the more I tell myself that, the more I talk about it, then that means the more my mind gonna be on it. So things gonna start gravitating to me to want to be a better person. So information, activities, you know, I'm right here next to a river at where I'm staying at right now. I'm thinking about going kayaking, y'all. I know. Nigga out there in the boat on water. I know. I'm thinking about it, y'all. I mean, they got some jet skis I can rent. And they got this kayaking boat. And a paddle boat. I think, not kayaking. Kayaking would be going down the stream, right? Like, what would be the difference between kayaking and doing a paddle boat? I mean, when I hear kayaking, if I'm saying the word right, I think about a motherfucker going down the stream, or do you gotta necessarily be going down the stream? But anyway, I'm thinking about going to get one of these damn boats and do me a little paddle boat. You know what I'm saying? Just to fuck off, try to put a new activity on my resume. You know, I just want to put some on the resume. But might do that, man. It's beautiful outside right now. The sun is shining in Florida, so definitely have to get outside and get some of this sunlight. So what I might do is, oh, that's green. That was just too beautiful. Oh wow. We ain't get that. Oh yeah, I couldn't put my hands up, just in case y'all wondering. I had them up, but they just didn't go up. All right, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Wow, I picked up my dribble. How did I pick up my dribble? Good shot, big dog. Not this time, though. And that's what's beautiful about basketball. Basketball is about gambling. Can you make, like, basketball is so beautiful, man. But the way that 2K disrespected is insane. Man, basketball is a beautiful chess piece of sports. Like, for people that can't play chess, you can play it in basketball. Like, you may not be able to get on the chessboard, but if you learn how to play basketball, you can play chess. You can, and that's all it is. It's a chess game. And that's why, like, for me, it used to be so frustrating because I'm like, bruh, I won the chess match. But because of the way the game is, they interfered with my game. 2K be interfering with the chess matches, man. That's crazy. Don't get baited. Like right there, I won the chess match. I forced him to drive down because I baited him to run off his three. So then I initially backed up and he came to me, but the animation gave me something else. Like, that's what I mean by the game is it cheats you out of your, the chess match is not fair. It's somebody else sitting at the top like, nah, he won the chess match, but nah. Like, man, dog, they be fucking up with the beauty, man. Like right there, I won the chess match. Now, if I miss the shot, you know, it's cool. But if 2K is fucking with the shot, then that's on 2K. But I pushed him down, then I ran out. I won the chess match. Let's see what the chess match is. Boom, I won the chess match. It's all chess, bruh. It's trying to manipulate the defender. And you don't get to actually do that in this game because 2K is, oh, I won a chess match again. You know what I'm saying? Man, dog, basketball is just an amazing sport, man. Let's see what the chess match do. The chess match gave him the rebound. And then somehow I'm out of position. Funny. Chess match, man. I won a chess match, but did you see what? Bruh, I love when I be talking about something and we can see it in real time. That's what beautiful about that, cause I'm not capping. We watching it in real time what a chess match look like and what a video game that is properly broken look like. Good shot, big dog. Damn, you didn't know you had that. Sound good. I won the chess match. The chess match right there, I beat him to the angle. I crossed him for the dunk, but I had to shoot a runner. Somehow I made it. All right, let's see what the chess match look like. Oh, that's your chess match. That's the chess, man. Missed the shot, though. Ain't no way I'm supposed to make that. Ain't no fucking way I'm supposed to make that. I don't supposed to make that. Yo. It was a beautiful game with chess, bro. Was you able to see what I was... But I'm saying, was you able to see what I was saying, or was I bullshit? Thank you. Yes, sir, man. I appreciate it. Yeah. That's what's up, man. That let me know, man. That's confirmation that I don't just be on here talking. You know what I'm saying?
on this video, I want to share the 3 huge mistakes that I made even into my 30s that really cost me into my 50s. Although I'm at where I'm at, I could be a whole lot further along if it wasn't for these 3 huge mistakes. So I want to be transparent here. The very first mistake I made, guys, that hurt me big time. Let me just give you a little background. 1988, I graduated high school. By the year 1992, I had taken 4 years to get my associate's degree. My 2-year degree took me 4 years, and I paid for it cash. I paid for my associate's degree cash, right? Went to a local community college. By the time 1992 came around, I was ready to transfer to a 4-year college to get my 4-year degree. Well, lo and behold, I didn't have no money, so I had to get some loans. So I got student loans in 1992, 1993, and I held onto those student loans for a long time. But in the year 2000, I got married. I had $25,000 worth of student loans. My wife had $25,000 worth of student loans. So we walked in 2000 with $50,000 worth of student loans. Yes, between 1992, when I first started getting the student loans, to 2000, I didn't pay them off. I kind of deferred them here and there, took a few more classes towards my master's degree, but I didn't pay them off. So when we got married, we put them together. $25,000 plus $25,000, $50,000 in student loans. Well, here's the problem. Those student loans worth $50,000 in the year 2000, they ended up being $75,000 by the year 2012. Because if you deferred your loans, it's like every single year, we would defer the loans because we wanted to do something, or we wanted to pay off some debt, or do something where 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 months of every single year between 2000 and 2012, we defer the loans. But when you defer the loans, the interest kept accruing, and some of you know what I'm talking about. So by the year 2012, 12 years later, although we paid a bunch of money on the loans, because we was on a graduated plan. So most of the money we was paying was interest. And you know, if you don't pay for a month, that whole interest just gets carried on and tacked on to the loan balance. So we went from owing $50,000 in the year 2000 to owing $75,000 by the year 2012. So our balance went up, even though we was paying on it. I know a lot of people have experienced that. And that's why some people totally hate the way the lending companies do that, right? But it got me, it got us, right? So we end up owing so much money. In 2012, I said, forget this. I'm 42 years old. I'm trying to get out of the student loan debt. It's been hanging around my neck for years. So lo and behold, we got really focused and serious on it. Did not get out of student loan debt until the year 2023. You heard that right. I was in student loan debt from 1992 to 2023. That's 31 years in student loan debt. All the money that I put towards debt, I might have paid towards close to $100,000 in student loan debt. So I paid all that money that I didn't have to pay. I let those student loans stick around way longer than I should have. So 31 years with student loan debt, one of the biggest mistakes I ever made. So here's my story, guys. I grew up very poor. And I had a negative $30,000 net loss to my name. That was my net worth, negative $30,000 when I was 30 years old. And I was living in an apartment. My assets were, I had $10,000 from my teacher retirement plan. And I also had a car that was worth about $10,000, 1996 green Honda Civic. So that $10,000 teacher retirement plus that $10,000 car was a $20,000 assets. That's all I had, a car and some money from my retirement system. I owed $15,000 on the car, and I also owed another $25,000 in student loans, and I owed another $10,000 or so on some attorney fees and on some medical bills. So overall, my liabilities was $50,000 and my assets was $20,000. So I had a negative $30,000 net loss to my name. I'm 30 years old. I don't own nothing, don't have nothing. I'm in a position that a lot of you are in. Maybe some of you are doing better than I was. But today, I have a 7-figure net worth. I don't say that to brag or boast or try to make it seem like I've done something incredible. I say it to say that if I did it, you can do it too. I made mistakes. And I'm just trying to be transparent with you guys to tell you, hey, you can make mistakes and still do well. You can make mistakes and still grow money. right? You can mess up terribly and still be okay if you just do a few other things right. Let's go to the second mistake. So mistake number 2, I was a teacher for 7 years, as I mentioned, right? In 2002, I went to work for the federal government. Federal government has what's called the Thrift Savings Plan. So from 2002, I started contributing as soon as I got there, right? But for a lot of years, and I'm talking 12 to 15 years, I only contributed the match to my TSP. TSP is Thrift Savings Plan, which is sort of like a 401k if you work for the federal government. So for way too long, I only contributed the match, and I didn't contribute more like I should have. In fact, a couple of those years, maybe around 2009, 2010, I didn't contribute anything to my TSP, my Thrift Savings Plan. And then ultimately I jumped back in. Now around 2016 or so, 17, I jumped in full throttle, and I changed that and started putting a whole lot more, up to 15%, 18%, etc. So, but for too long, guys, a long time, many of the years throughout my 30s and early 40s, I wasn't investing enough money. I wasn't putting enough in there. I wasn't stretching myself the way I should have been stretching myself, and sacrificing the way I should have been sacrificing. I would have probably twice as much money in my thrift savings plan had I been maybe maxing out, or at least getting close to maxing out 10, 15% for 20 years. But I wasn't. And because of that, I'm hurting in my 50s. Now, I'm not hurting, but I'm doing worse than I could be doing in my 50s. It cost me. What I didn't do in my 30s and 40s cost me in my 50s. Trust me, it's hard to catch up once you get behind. It's hard to make up for poor decisions when you're young. Now, it can be done, but it's tough. Now, the third huge mistake that I made in my 30s that cost me in my 50s is when I started buying rental properties. In the year 2000, when I entered the year 2000, I had never owned a house in my life. I never even had a parent that owned a house in their life. I rented houses. I had a little over 20 addresses by the time I was 30 years old, because I lived in apartment, from apartment to house to apartment, apartment, and that was my life. Remember, I grew up poor. So in the year 2000, I got my first house, and then I went and got a rental house, my first rental house. And then I started buying rental houses. I had up to 6 houses by the time 2005, 2006 came, right? So I had these rental houses, and I kept them for, a little less than a decade. I kept all of these properties and managed them myself. But the problem came in those years of 2010 and 11 and 12 when, I was making, let me go back. I bought the properties wrong. I bought properties with too much leverage. I bought properties, single-family homes with no money. So let me just explain. When I had 6 properties that I was renting out, I would be bringing home like $4,000 a month. Remember, this is in the early 2000s, so rents weren't $1,000 and $1,500, right? Rents were $500 and $600, $700 maybe. So I had these properties, and I was bringing home $4,000 a month. But because I had these high mortgages on them, my mortgages was $3,000 a month. So I had 5 or 6 properties, and I was only making $1,000. Well, guess what happens? When you're that over leveraged in rental properties, you end up, if you have a bad tenant, let's say you have 2 bad tenants that don't pay their rent. You got 6 properties, 2 bad tenants. Now you got to go dig into your own money to make the mortgage payment. Let's say you have a property that has like a water tank go out, or the HVAC goes out. Now you got to spend $1,500, and that's the whole month's rent that you had if the properties were fully rented. Maybe one stays empty for a while. So the mistake I made, and ultimately what happened, guys, is I had to foreclose on some of those properties and let them go. And I kept 2 of them that I still have today. But the problem was this: I was over leveraged, and I wasn't making enough money every single month to cover everything. I bought properties with no money. And part of the problem, guys, with rental properties is when you buy them, don't listen to all the people that tell you, oh, you buy a house and your rents are $1,000 and your mortgage is $800 and you're cool. No, that's not enough leverage. You need more spread. You need to have a property that you get $1,200 worth of rent, and your mortgage is $500. So you have cushion and you can actually make some money. But I didn't do that. I bought the properties with too much leverage and not enough money. And so that hurt me. It hurt me to the point where I had a tenant that didn't pay. I had 2 tenants didn't pay. Then I had something go wrong with the property, some maintenance. And next thing you know, I had to dig into my money. And guess what? I was broke. So I didn't have the money to take care of the properties. And I really over leveraged myself too much. So I made a big mistake. And that was in my 30s, right? So I had to let them go. By the time I got to my 40s, I had to let them go because I just didn't have the money to take care of the properties properly. So that's why I tell people today, if you go buy rental properties, make sure you have some money, right? Make sure you're not just getting $100 spread or $200 spread every single month, because if you have one bad problem, the gutters go bad, you got to replace some downspouts, you have to replace a roof, you have to change out some carpet, you got to repair some walls, fix some doors, put in some new windows, you're toast. You're done. You've already eaten through. If you make $200 a month on a piece of rental property and you have the rental property, let's say rented 11 months of the year, because you always got to think about vacancy rates, that's $2,200 a year. Well, if you have a $2,200 emergency or repair, or you got to fix it up when somebody leaves and moves out, your profits are gone. So you got to buy rental property the right way. Buy it without so much leverage, right? Because I made that mistake. That's my third mistake. Listen, I want to be transparent with you guys. I want to let you understand the real talk about money, not the fake stuff, not the stuff you see in the ads or stuff you see on social media, the big ballers and all that. No, it's work. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to mess up. Don't beat yourself up. We all make mistakes with money. Sometimes you got to fail to win. Sometimes you got to be knocked down to get back up and be stronger. Think about it. When you go work out, you lift that weight. What are you doing with your muscle? You're tearing down your muscle so you can come back. That muscle can grow back stronger. You're the exact same way. Yes, you made a mistake with money, but guess what? You got broke down. Now you build back up and you come back stronger because you're equipped with more knowledge. You're equipped with more information. You're equipped with whatever took you down won't take you down again. So you come back stronger. So don't get upset when you make mistakes. I made plenty of them. This is just 3. I made a whole bunch more mistakes too that I can talk about on another video. Listen, if you got anything of value, guys, please do me a favor. Smash that like button for me, and also share this information with somebody. Share the link to the video with somebody you know who could maybe be helped by seeing somebody who's made mistakes with money but has bounced back with money. All right, hey, the best person who's going to take care of the old you is the young you. Guys, take good care of yourself and take care of other people. Until the next video, peace.
God.
Started me. Sorry.
Ah! Back door, Claw.
Guard, kill him. Kill him.
Let's go. Good teamwork. Good game. Damn. GG.
Really just that big. The guy was up for 3 years.
Nah, yeah, he was popping. He was doing some shit. I ain't lying.
That boy got that glitchy package, don't it?
He was hitting shit.
That boy was hitting all net perfect. No rattle. Splash. You back? Yes, sir, man. I've been out here. I'm 2 days in a row right now.